Okay, thank you, Andre, for the short introductions, and I will go to answer the question now. IFRS is an accounting standard where all insurance companies have to comply to. It's a big project because it asks a lot of rework in our current data landscape. And the importance for our external customer is, we need to apply to compliance rules. And if we don't comply to appliance rules, we are out of business. So without meeting the IFRS standards, we as Achmea cannot operate our company. So that's a pretty important project, I must say. And we are asked to do so by our external stakeholders. So the Dutch bank is one of the most important stakeholders who wants us to meet the new standards of IFRS. So that's it. Yes. Okay, the work we have to do for IFRS is a lot. We have to make a lot of changes in our current financial landscape. And one of the challenges I am facing is the scaling up with different parties. So we didn't want to do the scale up with a lot of different subcontractors. So we really want to do business with one party. But we did not need only expensive consultants with only functional knowledge, because the functional knowledge is present within Achmea itself. So we really were looking for a party who could support us by delivering a lot of work in less time. And then the suggestion was made to talk with Atos also about the nearshoring construction. And yeah, it resulted in this. So the scaling up was one of the big challenges. Another big challenge is doing a lot of bulk in a short time. We are introducing a new data model with IFRS, and it means we are really redoing a lot of work we already did. So the other challenge was that we have to do a lot of bulk work in a relatively short period of time. So we needed help. Another thing is we also would like to keep our SAFE method operational. SAFE is a delivery model we use within Achmea. We spend a lot of time and money in it in the past 2.5 years building it up. And the risk for big projects is that they claim all the resources, and then the whole operational SAFE model was lost. So we were really looking for a way to incorporate the scaling up of people within the current operating model. So that were the biggest challenges I think we faced for this project. Okay, well, SAFE is of course a methodology. It's agile based, and it means that you spread your risk, because you are starting with the most important things. You do them first. So the later you go on in the time, the more work you get done, and the less risk you have, but by not being complete at the end of the deadline. So I think the importance of the SAFE framework is that we can spread the risk really well. But in order for the SAFE framework to work well, you need a certain mindset with people. They have to be flexible in their head, but also they need to be really open and honest to everyone involved. And so they need to speak up their minds. So we were really, when we were selecting the people in Poland, we were really looking to that part of the character. Does someone feel free to speak their mind? Do they share their own goals with us? And also, are they proactive in character? They do not wait until they are told to do something, but really are coming with own initiatives to fill in the time and work. So that was, I think, one of the key characters we needed from from the people we were hiring, that I think they speak their mind and be proactive. Yeah. Yeah. You asked about the place and about the performance. Well, first for the place, the best of Wroclaw is indeed a Scrum team within the train. It's one of the 6 teams we have in our FRC Express. It's an agile release train. And they are a full team. So we have a mixed team with Dutch and Polish consultants. And they are responsible for redoing the build for the reports and the underlying queries in BoW for the reporting to our external stakeholders. So they are actually implementing our new data model. And also, and that's pretty fresh and new, we are also doing some parts of the asset data chain, which needs to be rebuilt as well for IFRS 9 project. So actually, they are quite important, and also I think the end result of IFRS 9 and 17, so for both the IFRS chapters, is done by this team. So yeah, I think they're fully operational within the train, and we treat them as though they are just part of Achmea. So yeah. Uh, Yeah, you talked about performance. Yeah, the reason I am in this call, of course, is that I'm a very happy customer. I am happy because we anticipated a lot of things, but not that we would have it on track so fast. I think it's a question. It was only weeks before the first production was delivered, and also during the Corona time, things went exceedingly well. Okay, about the future, I think the first thing to do is complete the IFRS project, and we will take a bit of time before it is actually completed, and we have time, fortunately. So I think that's the first step, making a success of this project. But also there are a lot of places within Achmea where you have a pretty big BW community, and also a lot of staffing problems because we are also hiring a lot of consultants, also all different subcontractors. So I think there's really a chance if we do this well, then we can maybe extend the program from Achmea's side, because I think a lot of team managers, just like me, are dealing with the same problem, that they don't have enough capacity to do the big projects, and also the scale up ability is a bit limited. So I think there's pretty good chance that we could do that it can be a permanent business model this way, because a lot of teams are also looking forward to keeping the safe methods in place. So when we do the distributed agile model, just like we do it here with this team, I think it's a good chance that other teams also will be interested in this. So yeah, the future's bright. Everything's possible. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and have a great day, everybody.